Hi muckers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for clicking on the second video that I am uploading today. I really appreciate you choosing to spend even a little portion of your day with me. Thank you so much. Okay, we have so much to cover today, and I hope you're ready for it. But basically, the title is not clickbait. Trisha Paytas has blocked me. The inevitable has happened. Trisha Paytas has kicked me out of her life. I am gone, I am done, and I have nothing else to live for. That is it. The inevitable has happened. She's blocked me now. We're gonna discuss why in a second, and I know you all have your theories, and I'm gonna address them. But one thing I want to say is a lot of people were surprised that Trisha had even followed me in the first place. So yeah, Trisha Paytas had followed me on Twitter over a year ago, and I'm gonna go through my kind of interactions with Trisha before we speak further, because again, a lot of people were surprised that I had any dealings with this woman behind the scenes in general, and I'm gonna like lay it all out on the table here. But basically, over a year ago, Trisha Paytas was in her drama phase, you know, when she was making drama videos on everyone, releasing dirt on everyone behind the scenes, talking shit about all the, Charli D'Amelio, all the TikTokers, Nikita Dragun. And she had done a couple tweets about Nikita Dragun, and I thought they were actually very good. And I tweeted in support of Trisha for the draggings of Nikita being like really spot on. And again, this was during Frenemies redemption arc, and I was really loving myself a bit of the Trisha lashings on people. So I tweeted in support of this Nikita story, whatever she had done, and she basically saw my tweets, and I had tweeted something along the lines of making buttered noodles tonight to celebrate Trisha's victory over Nikita Dragun, because Nikita was fighting back and forth with Trisha. I don't know if you remember it. Then Ethan got in. This city has non-stop fucking sirens. Non-stop. And then Ethan got involved, and Nikita was dragging Ethan, Nikita was dragging Trisha, Trisha was dragging them back, and it was a full mess that was happening, and Trisha very much so came out on top of that. And I remember I tweeted something like, making buttered noodles tonight, that shows the era, to celebrate Trisha's victory over Nikita. And Trisha actually liked and retweeted the tweet and then followed me. And we didn't really have any private communications for a while. However, quickly after that, Trisha has her book where she has written about Jason. It's like a poem book about Jason, about her ex, and it's really awful, and it's really bad, and it's really cringy, and I bought it, and I wanted to film a video going through it, but I didn't know if it was going to be insensitive, because this was at the stage whenever the relationship with Moses was quite early, and I was like, I know what I do on this platform, but is that like too distasteful to make a video bringing up like an old really bad relationship when she's seemingly in this new great one? So I actually DM'd her and I asked her, was it fine to use that? And she responded, and she was like, thank you so much for asking, and yes, of course. And then she actually shouted me out in a video, and she was like, and there's this YouTuber, Adam McIntyre, who I've got to give props to. Like, he asked me in advance, like, whether he can make this video, and he didn't even need to ask me. You know, he's a drama channel. He can make, you know, the videos he wants, and I really appreciated him asking. And so that happened. And then there were like a few moments, you know, where she would ask of something, and then again, a lot of people are like, was this the Wendy Williams thing? So I went on the Wendy Williams show, and I did like a Q&A segment, and I made a joke at Trisha and Moses. I assume if you're watching my video, you've probably seen it, because it's one of like my biggest videos, and a lot of people were like, maybe Trisha blocked Adam because of that. Actually, something I've never told you is that Trisha actually DM'd me when that happened, saying that her and Moses found it really funny, and like, thank you for it. So wasn't because of that, wasn't because of anything else. And Trisha had also tweeted me a bunch because she was really happy that in my videos, at the time when she was using they, them pronouns, I was very much so strictly sticking to that, and I was responding, defending her if anyone had ever came into my comments and was being trolly about it. So she had done like a couple tweets there, and that was really my connections with Trisha Paytas behind the scenes. Now, Trisha blocking me now is very interesting and confusing to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, because if you're aware, Moses blocked me a couple months ago, and Trisha had still followed me, would still like my tweets, and a lot of people were like, maybe Trisha blocked me on Moses' account, like maybe it was just Moses or something like that. There was always like a little bit of what happened there. But Trisha blocked me this week, out of nowhere, and I was like, okay, what did I do? So I've been in LA, so I haven't been tweeting about Trisha, and I also haven't been making videos on Trisha. So I looked at my YouTube channel to be like, what video, like, put it too far, you know, for like what was the limit? Like what went too far for Trisha? So I looked, and my latest Trisha Paytas video, whenever I go back on my channel, is 4 weeks ago. So this is the longest I've ever not talked about Trisha. So immediately I was like, did she block me because I wasn't like talking about her? Because it's really not that entertaining to talk about Trisha Paytas nowadays. So I was like, haven't made a video in like 4 or 5 weeks about her, and then my one before that was over a month and a bit ago, and then the next one was like, so it's been a while since I've talked about Trisha. So I was like, did she block me because I haven't talked about her in a while? I was like, that's weird. And my last video on her was calling her out for mocking Amber Heard, even though I don't support Amber Heard. And I was like, that's still weird. Now, one thing I want to address is my comments and Drama Channel's comments, I know Peter Mon has addressed this, have been flooded with Trisha Paytas is suing the Drama Channels, including me. So I was like, oh, so did Trisha block me because she's suing me, allegedly? And that was weird to me as well, because I was like, okay, well, that can't be the reason, because Trisha blocking me hides all of her messages to me behind the scenes. And in court, you know, she wouldn't want to be accused of like getting rid of like conversations with me where she's very much so being supportive. So I was like, okay, that one doesn't make sense either. And the reason I haven't talked about this alleged lawsuit of Trisha Paytas is because apparently I'm the one being sued along with other drama channels. I haven't heard anything. And no one has heard anything. I don't know where this has started from. I don't know where this speculatory thing has started from and gone to. But all I can tell you, you know I wouldn't fucking lie to you, mucker. Like, being one of the names that Trisha is allegedly suing, from what I can tell you, up until this date of filming, which is Tuesday the 28th of June, there has been nothing behind the scenes. And on my end, I can't speak for other drama channels what has been happening. The only thing on my end in terms of Trisha is Trisha has blocked me. So I can't explain that. Maybe Trisha is suing. Like, I don't want to feed into the conversation because it's so weird for me to like sit down and be like, I'm gonna talk about Trisha suing me, and then I can't show you that she's suing me, but like, let's talk about it. I don't know, that feels weirder to me than just like dunking on Trisha. So all I can promise you is I haven't heard anything behind the scenes. But here was my thing. So Trisha blocked me. So let's say Trisha allegedly would sue me and a bunch of other drama channels in like a big lawsuit. So let's say that would happen, right? And I know that Peter's talked about this and I really liked his takes on it. If Trisha was suing and she blocked me and that was the reason or whatever, you would assume that she would sue for like defamation. Everything that I can speak for myself that I've filmed videos on have been very easy on Trisha. So much so that Trisha has enjoyed my videos. So much so that she's DM'd me about my videos. So this is where I'm at with it. So I'm like, okay, Trisha's suing me allegedly in a big lawsuit involving other YouTubers, but in recent, Trisha, and for the past year, Trisha has been like, even if my videos are not on her side, appreciates them. And even a couple of weeks ago, she was doing an ASMR stream and I commented on it and she was like, hey Adam, like what's going on? So that's where I'm coming from. And a lot of people were commenting on my videos and being like, why isn't he addressing it? Adam's being super shady about this and stuff, and he's just gonna get sued and not tell us. And I'm like, there's nothing to talk about. Like, if I got an email tomorrow, a letter tomorrow, and this was actually happening, I would be the first one to tell you. But all I can tell you is that my interactions with Trisha as of recent, let me let this fucking siren go. Go for it, babe. My thing is that Trisha has always DM'd enjoying, or at least appreciating what I've made. Maybe not all, and I'm not saying all, but there's been a lot of instances, both public and private. So that's where I'm at. So if Trisha was allegedly suing for defamation, right? Big lawsuit against the drama channels. Woo! Right. Suing for defamation would be the thing there. Again, I speak for myself. Anything I've made videos on to do with Trisha have been things that Trisha has publicly done. Trisha Paytas is also, so this is what we're dealing with here. Trisha Paytas is also, and I don't want to be giving her criticism for a lawsuit that allegedly is like not even happening, but again, allegedly could be happening. So this is what I'm saying. I'm just trying to have an honest conversation here with you. But she would be the person who has herself made drama videos on people, drama podcasts on people, has called people slurs on camera. Remember, she called Dixie D'Amelio the R word and a lot of other things. made countless videos on David, countless videos on James. She herself has been in drama channels at different periods of her life. I know she's entering her mother era right now, and that's not what she's doing right now, but my take on it is that the speculating around this lawsuit, where it's been crickets on Trisha's end, the person who's allegedly suing, is also someone who's engaged in the same behavior, and is also someone who, with all of the drama channels, I've never had close relations with Trisha. I've never met her, I've never whatever, but this is someone who has like went to like parties with YouTubers. There have been stories of like drama channels like being invited over to hers and like hanging out with her and stuff like that. And I can't speak for anyone, but I've never hung out with her and I've never spoke to her in that kind of way. It's been like 2-sentence DMs back and forth, like at most. Oh, and also my cat Tyler. My cat Tyler, she sent me messages about whenever I got my cat, and she was loving, like, there's, you know what I mean? Like, this is my interactions with Trisha, especially during Frenemies period, but even as late as a couple of weeks ago, have always been that. So what I want to say is, my last video on Trisha was 4 or 5 weeks ago. I personally don't think I've done anything within the past few weeks to provoke a reaction so big that after a year of, you know, a lot of conversation around Trisha, there was like that's the thing that's gonna make her block me. But I felt like I couldn't make this video. Oh, sorry, I haven't even shown you the screenshot of Trisha blocking me. I don't think I could have made this video and honestly sat down here without addressing this like speculatory conversation around a lawsuit that I've heard nothing about, that apparently I'm a part of. But here we go. It literally is Trisha Paytas, and then it says, "You're blocked." So from last week from a year and a half, that had been followed you, and we had followed each other, and there were conversations back and forth and stuff of Trisha, you know, enjoying my content. So that's where I'm at with it. But I genuinely just wanted to film this video, letting you know, updating you that Trisha's blocked me, because a lot of people have been like, oh my god, she still follows you and stuff like that. And this honestly could literally just be a simple like, oh, Trisha was like, why does she still follow me? And she, you know, unfollowed me, and or not even unfollowed me, but, sorry, I'm just tapping the screen, but blocked me. So it could just be that. But again, it feels weird to make this video without addressing the fact that, like, so many of you, and again, I get it because I haven't talked about it, are like, what if she's suing him behind the scenes and he's already in court and he's already in, and I'm like, I have nothing to tell you. I have nothing to tell you, and that's why, like, I was watching Peter Mon's video on this, and he was like, oh, the drama channel's getting sued, and he was like, it's not happening. And here's the thing, it could be happening, it could, but I don't feel the need to talk about it any further whenever nothing has happened behind the scenes. Like, nothing. So anyway, I wanted to let you know, Trishy Fishy is no longer a mucker. I'm now blocked. I want to know your opinion. I want to know your take. And if you're going to go with it's because of the lawsuit, which a lot of people are talking about, again, there's no evidence about this lawsuit. Again, it could be happening, it could not. Like, if you're going to do that in the comments below, just know that I'm promising you from behind the scenes, and I've talked with a couple of drama channels behind the scenes, there's nothing happening behind the scenes right now. But that's just right now. But I felt like I couldn't make this video without addressing it. So I want to know your opinion. I love you. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in my next one. Damn, y'all, we lost another mucker. We lost Moses and Trisha within the past. But again, everything she's done in her career to prove that she's no longer popular and it was the drama channel's fault. Say it was that. No. How easily can it be proved that Trisha has done so much, her entire career, but so much within the past 6 months, a year, to provoke a reaction to lose followers? And babe, I'm sorry. That's no one else's responsibility except for yours. If people think you're a bad person, they think you're a bad person because they think you're a bad person. They don't think you're a bad person because Peter Mon doesn't like your take on something, or Adam McIntyre doesn't like your take on something. Like, let's be real here. So, I just think it's silly. I honestly just think it's silly, I'm gonna be honest with you. But, let me know. We'll talk about it below. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in my next one, and bye.